We're with St.Clair again today, talking about some astrology. From the past videos we talked about, you were talking about all the changes that were going to be happening, which are happening now.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to talk some more about that, the European Union and with Trump, your prediction about Trump.
Okay, well, Trump is going to make it, right? I told you that in December. Today we're 1st of July. Sometimes it's interesting to have a snapshot of the moment we talk. So half of 2016 has gone. We have half a year to go. We don't have time to waste time, right? Because time flies by. So 2017 starts out more or less the same as the election. And when we put the election time, which begins, by the way, earlier, sometime in October, maybe September, there are people voting before. That's why you cannot actually take the date of the 8th of November as the picture, right? Because the election, in fact, begins before. So you can only really measure it by the general astrology of the year and, of course, by Trump's astrology. And the result, in short, is he will become president of the United States. Then he's starting almost a movement. It's not that he's starting it, but he has become almost now the symbol. And you asked about Europe. So half a year ago we spoke about the changes in Europe. In France there's the election in May. Probably Marine Le Pen is going to be president. And in Germany they have a lot of problems. Maybe we'll talk about Germany a moment later, you wanted to ask me. In Spain we still don't have a real government, right? We're now 1 year later, no government. Catalonia is on its way to independent nation, a sovereign nation I should say. That's on its way. 2 years from now, that's a done deal. The Scots are going to go back to the European Union. They have had always better ties with Europe, with France, with Russia and with everybody long ago. I'm talking hundreds of years ago. So it's logical that Europe, Scotland has the link and will continue the link. Templars, Cathars, etc. Right? The English, they do what they want. Putin has told the Europeans that we're invited to have a large-scale continent going from Lisbon to Vladivostok. And I believe that's the future. The future is a European federation. Now you may ask when we get there. I don't think anytime soon. But we're on our way, you know, the changes are happening and forces, ancient forces, whatever, is making it happen, whether we comment on it, whether we predict on it or not.
I would like to hear more about the astrological alignments with the migrations that are going on, what's happening now and in the future.
Okay, this is interesting. So this started, generally speaking, big time in the square Saturn, Neptune. So the next leg of the journey, because this is a big picture question, migrations worldwide, right? There's a lot of types of migration. There's going to be migrations because of weather, right? Possibly 100 million Americans may have to migrate because they have no water here, fires there, and so on. Then you have the other types of migration, economic, etc. Neptune Saturn rule that. At the moment when Saturn comes in alignment with Neptune at the cusp, Pisces, Aries we discussed, that's in 2025-26. Then comes a change. And that may be unexpected. So I would say over 10 years, the entire migration policies, based on astrology, based on looking at how the astrological situation was when it began, and when you fast forward it, I would say in 10 years will come a complete resolution of all of this. And due to other planetary position at that time and starting now, it will, again, Mars in the alignment we're now, it will not go as was planned. Right? It will not go as was planned because Neptune hides the Joker card. That's the astrology. And that relates to migration, right? Those who come by the sea and who come under the pretext of other motives, that's all Neptune. And Saturn, the government, moving into Neptune. So you're looking at a 10-year progression of that whole issue. And next question.